Today I want to do a real quick clip of something I think is extremely entertaining and hilarious to watch, but also kind of interesting. And this is the durability, the quote unquote durability test that Whistlin Diesel did on his channel. If you don't watch his channel, his stuff just cracks me up. It's super funny. He's like the most ultimate internet troll of all time. And he pushes stuff, extremely expensive premium stuff, to its limits. And it's impressive. I'm going to do a kind of pause and go over a few scenes on this and just kind of give my thoughts and opinions on what's going on, just being in the automotive industry for 20 years and just kind of the thoughts of the durability of the Cybertruck. Okay, so I'm gonna go over this video now and just kind of give you some of my thoughts. This is hilarious.
Trucks as durable as Elon says they are. Let's find out. I've been waiting a very long time for this. 5 years, actually. And today is that day.
So just to add, if you're not familiar with this guy's channel, Whistlin Diesel, he does some of the most funny videos of just beating the crap out of premium vehicles, as I mentioned earlier. I'm sure this is going to upset a lot of people, but this is really great. And honestly, some of the stuff you're going to be kind of like disappointed with. And now some of the other stuff is like super impressive what this thing can go through. I'm going to skip ahead in some of the sections.
I finally present to you Cybertruck Durability Test number 1. Oh, here it is, here it is. Be careful. Be careful with it. Oh, yeah, it's here. I know, right about now, everybody's saying, well, it's about time Whistlin Diesel crushed that garbage fake pickup truck. That's why we're also testing this real truck. Wouldn't it sure be a shame if the electric truck did better than the gas truck after all the shit that everybody talked? Every single thing the Cybertruck goes through, that truck is doing too. I have this nice little points counter to keep track. Please don't tell me that's the charge level. It is. What's the closest Tesla supercharger? 39 miles, and we have 44 miles. Look how many Teslas are here. Yeah, it's because there's no other option. Let's see how long this takes. All right, the truck is plugged in.
Okay, so part of some of the stuff he does, he loves to troll people that like EVs or not. I can't really tell if this guy is only just internal combustion engine people or not, because sometimes I think he doesn't mind. I think he just generally just loves messing with people.
An app to charge my vehicle. Not gonna lie, I'm actually getting pissed off. This is actually pissing me off.
This is a f***ing disaster.
Yeah, I'm not able to charge it. It says paid charging unavailable. I have to add it to my Tesla account. I've been on the phone with service trying to get like a... We drove that. We have to do the same with that. That goes in there. Feels primitive.
See, this is where I think it's really funny.
Full self-driving will be available in an upcoming software release. I paid $10,000 for something that doesn't even work. Since we drove that, we have to do the same with that. That goes...
It's stuff like this right there. People say he's a fanboy. Look at him ripping on Ford right here.
That, we have to do the same with that.
Look at it all.
Let's see if it can hit 20 miles an hour.
Just blew it.
Oh, wow! That's bad. The drive shaft hangs down and it bends. I think it's fair to say the Ford failed there, miserably. No, wait, we skipped something. I didn't have to waste my entire day charging the F-150. Next!
All right, I'm gonna skip forward to some of the sections where you really see he really put this thing through the ringer. Let's see.
Fall into these giant ruts every time. We don't have a ramp on this side, so it's just gonna fall off. This is gonna suck.
So this is important if you watch this. Watch how when this thing comes down.
We're gonna go one more, and then we gotta send it, okay?
Watch how the rear bumper comes down on this.
Critical steering issue detected. There it goes. Here we go.
Now watch this right there. I want to go back and focus on this.
Critical steering issue detected. There it goes. Here we go.
Right, okay, notice this right here. This is gonna come back in a little bit. We're gonna watch something here and see how interesting this is, because it had a bit of a hard hit, but not what I would say drastic, but due to the design of the Tesla Cybertruck, you're gonna see part of a potential downside here.
Ow, ow, ow. Oh, well, that was very smooth. Something's wrong. The truck is almost on the ground. Oh, it's this side too. Is the air system broken? The air ride system is really, really cool, but it's just not meant for this crazy off-roading. It's going back up. It was at 5, now it's at 7. See? Look, 7 and then 12. It's fixing itself. All right, let's try the F-150.
This is gonna hurt, man.
No.
All right, here's where things get
It felt
fun.
like we just blew a tire.
Oh my God.
All right, we're screwed.
Watch this. Holy crap.
I think we broke the
Is the rear
grill off.
bumper up? The rear bumper. Look at the Cybertruck.
So this is where I think things get kind of wild. So if you know anything about the Cybertruck, and there's lots of videos on YouTube you can watch about this, Tesla's one of their big things in how they manufacture their vehicles is the Giga casting. So they have the most massive casted process in manufacturing part of the structure of the vehicle. You do this because you can combine a lot of parts in one, and it's supposed to make it pretty strong, but there's some downsides. You can create brittleness in certain areas. And what's wild is, I didn't realize this about the Cybertruck, but the back section of this truck is part of the Giga casting. And because of this is where the hitch is attached. And because of, I think, some of the durability he's putting this thing through, as far as how you notice how he came down hard and hit the rear bumper on that last culvert, that could have been a hard enough impact to make this back section where my mouse is right now. This is where the part of the rear cross member is, where the hitch connects. That's a massive failure. And the downside about the Giga casting, and there's lots of videos talking about this and information out there, if you damage the casting of this Giga casting, you can't just weld a casted material together. It actually can total out the vehicle. So you can total other vehicles if you're doing stupid stuff also. But I've never seen a failure like this on a truck before.
No! Are you kidding me? Oh my god! Our whole frame just snapped. The hitch is hooked up to
That's
wires.
wild. So you can see right here, he's pointing.
Oh my god.
You can see where the casting cracked right here, and there must have been a main cross member that went across the back.
Fix that. That's a total truck. What good does
It's wild.
the hitch do if
He's not wrong. Like, he says a lot of silly stuff, but I wouldn't be surprised if this thing is totaled, because I don't see how you can possibly repair this unless they made it where there's a portion of this casting that can be replaced and welded in. Typically, you can't weld casted material. It's really, really difficult. But I hope for people that are worrying about rear end collisions or other problems with a Tesla truck, if you break this rear cross member, you just literally could have totaled the vehicle.
on aluminum. Your trailer would have just fallen off.
It's wild.
That's crazy.
Totally wild.
Any other normal truck could do that, and you're not going to break the frame. It's steel. You got to have a steel core. You got to have something holding this together.
It looks cheap, honestly.
That's what they bought
It's
that
cast.
press.
Yeah, so there we go. You can see where the cross member cracked there. That's really wild. This will be fun to see. How does Elon Musk and the Tesla team I'm sure they're going to see this video, and they'll probably have to address that. Hopefully there is a replaceable section to fix this problem in the future. My point of this video is not to rip on Tesla of any way, because I think this thing is pretty darn capable. Just like right here.
Let's see if we can just crawl.
Let's see. You'll see him go up this. This is what is dragging the bumper. But look how good that thing went up there.
I wasn't expecting that, actually. Holy cow. It just went up it. Oh, she's got it. She's got it. Nope.
Kind of he goes through some mud.
Yeah, my diff locked.
That thing hit the mud, and it was literally like a brick. But to be fair, they go through this, and you'll see him go through the exact same section.
Accelerate. Stop trying.
And let's see.
Just stop. It lowered, dude. It f***ed us up. Every time I'm ready for a crazy stunt, it just lowered again. Dude, it shattered our windshield completely. Oh, no. Yeah, the whole windshield just gave out. I bet it's fine. Yeah!
All right, this is where they really push this thing, and it's wild. I mean, they send this through some big air. It would have had to hurt to be in the vehicle, too. Oh, man. Monstrous hit. Okay, so what's wild to me is, exterior-wise, the vehicle is holding up really well. I mean, I don't see anything messed up. Like,
every time I'm ready for a crazy stunt, it just lowers again.
I think the doors all work. Yeah, you shattered the windshield.
I bet it's fine.
And it's still running. Pretty impressive.
We have to do it with the F-150. Hold on.
Okay, that was a big hit, but they didn't send it nowhere near as hard with the F-150 as they did the Tesla. Yeah, and they talk about it here.
We have a black screen. I didn't even see these. There's emergency
Obviously,
buttons for
they
shifting up here.
messed this thing up so bad that the center display is not
like
working.
5%.
This is where they talk about a test they did on the Model 3, where he took a Model 3, and I guess if you slam the door really hard, it'll just like self-destruct the inside of the truck door. They just did the exact same thing on this Tesla Cybertruck.
Where's the binding up at?
And you can see,
It's the same thing as a Model 3.
so the clips are just not made for the door structure to kind of hold all that together for a really hard hit. Which, not surprising, I don't think any car should be. They did this on multiple doors, just closing it stupid and destroyed the airbags and
One more door.
basically totaled this thing.
Broken door. Broken door. I need to get out because the truck's on fire. Please let me out of the car.
Let's see. Now, they do the exact same thing to the F-150.
Came out.
That came off. This also came off. Built Ford week.
I mean, they're pretty hard on the F-150 too.
Wow. Someone slams your door and breaks your window. And the winner is...
This is the kind of stuff right here that really cracks me up. And super impressive on the Tesla part, in my opinion here. These guys literally have access to explosives, and they're putting supposedly C4 on the back tailgate of the Tesla Cybertruck, so you can kind of see how much damage this does.
Stopping and someone snuck a pound of C4 under your tailgate. Would you be fine? Oh my God.
So what's wild is that tailgate, in my opinion, held up incredibly well. If you just see that there's only a dent on the tailgate, that's amazing. Right there, that's insane. It's like structural integrity is nuts that it would actually be able to do that. Just wild. Now they do the exact same thing to the
That
F-150.
didn't look good at all. Parts went every... Because that should be able to handle it, right? Go, 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 go. Oh, no. That didn't look good at all. Parts went everywhere.
So there's more proof for the structural integrity of the Cybertruck body shell. Is just, that's nuts. I mean, literally ripped a hole through the back of that truck. You can even see took off the taillight. Just wild.
The tailgate is gone. That's an...
So clearly that's really impressive by the Cybertruck. Now they're going to do the exact same thing
on the shelf
on the door.
C4 on the door. My God, this is big. Dude, that is nuts.
Literally looks like a bomb went through the side of it.
Oh my God, it latched.
Now I did the same thing with the Tesla.
I'm good. Oh, it's fine. That's not bad at all.
That's insane. Look at that. I mean, they talk about the dent resistance of the new Cybertruck or scratch resistance, whatever, bulletproofness. Man, that's a massive difference in how well the construction of the skin of this Tesla Cybertruck is. Regardless of your take on electric vehicles or the Cybertruck, the skin on this truck is insanely strong.
Wow, dude.
No hole. Hole.
Wild.
No hole. I still hate the Cybertruck. Shut the
And then lastly, they just kind of just do what they always do, just over the top funny. This is where they get a whole crew of people and just beat the crap out of this thing.
Oh my God, bro.
They did similar things to a Ferrari. Just wild. So here's kind of my thoughts on this whole thing. It's extremely entertaining. If you want to watch something funny, his channel is great. He does a lot of silly stuff. He beat the crap out of a G-Wagon, AMG, super done up, Ferraris. I want to say Ferrari was even suing him for potentially maybe not making their brand look good. Whichever. I think his stuff he does is really funny. And, you know, whether you like the Cybertruck electric vehicles or not, it's pretty impressive. Minus the only thing that I think is really interesting is the way that hitch broke off the back. That to me, not good, not a great look. But the rest of the thing took a massive abuse, and I think it's pretty impressive. I'd love to see him get this thing back together and take it up to the sand dunes, because he's done this with some other vehicles in the past. So anyhow, I just wanted to give kind of my thoughts. I'm not an expert or anything on the construction and manufacturing of cars, but I do think there's something interesting with this Giga casting, and the design of this on rear hitches might be an area that I think people that use trucks for towing and durability, that might be an area of concern to think about. Anyhow, thanks for watching.